Thereupon, the world-honored one revealed his great divine power, putting forth his broad and far-stretched tongue, till it reached upward to the Brahma world, every pore radiating the light of infinite and numberless colors, all shining everywhere throughout all directions of the universe. Under all the jewel trees, the Buddhas, each seated on a lion throne, also in like manner put forth their broad and far-stretched tongues, radiating infinite light. While Sakyamuni and all the other Buddhas under the jewel trees were revealing their divine powers, hundreds of thousands of years had fully passed. After that, they drew back their tongues, coughed simultaneously, and snapped their fingers in unison. These two sounds reached through every direction of Buddha worlds, all their lands being shaken in 6 ways. In the midst of these worlds, all living beings, gods, dragons, yakshas, gandharvas, asuras, garudas, kimnaras, maharagas, human and non-human beings, and the other creatures, by reason of the divine power of the Buddha, all saw in this Saha world the infinite, boundless 100,000 myriad kotis of Buddhas seated on the lion thrones under all the jewel trees, and saw Sakyamuni Buddha, together with the Tathagata abundant treasures, seated on lion thrones in the midst of the stupa, and also saw the infinite boundless 100,000 myriad kotis of bodhisattva mahasattvas, and the 4 groups who reverently surrounded Sakyamuni Buddha. After beholding this, they were all greatly delighted, obtaining that which they have never experienced before. At the same time, all the gods in the sky sang with exalted voices, "Beyond these infinite, boundless hundreds of thousands of myriads of kotis of Asankayaya worlds, there is a realm named Saha. In its midst is a Buddha whose name is Sakyamuni. Now, for the sake of all bodhisattva mahasattvas, he preaches the great vehicle sutra called the Lotus Flower of the Wonderful Law, the law by which bodhisattvas are instructed, and which the Buddhas watch over and keep in mind. You should, with all your utmost heart, joyfully follow it, and should pay homage and make offerings to Sakyamuni Buddha." All those living beings, after hearing the voice in the sky, folded their hands toward the Saha world, and thus exclaimed, "Namu Sakyamuni Buddha! Namu Sakyamuni Buddha!" Then, with various flowers, incense, garlands, canopies, as well as personal ornaments, gems, and wonderful things, they all, from afar, strewed the Saha world. The things so strewn from every quarter were like gathering clouds, transforming into a jeweled canopy, covering all the place above the Buddhas. Thereby the worlds of the universe were united as one Buddha land. At the time, the Buddha addressed eminent conduct and the host of other bodhisattvas. "The divine power of Buddhas are so infinite and boundless that they are beyond thought and expression. Even if I, by these divine powers, through infinite, boundless 100,000 myriad kotis of Asankayaya kalpas, for the sake of entailing it, were to declare the merits of this sutra, I would still be unable to reach the end of those merits. Essentially speaking, all the laws belonging to the Tathagata, all the sovereign divine powers of the Tathagata, all the mysterious essential treasuries of the Tathagata, and the very profound conditions of the Tathagata, all are proclaimed, displayed, revealed, and expounded in this sutra. Therefore, you should, after the extinction of the Tathagata, wholeheartedly receive and keep, read and recite, explain and copy, cultivate and practice it as the teaching." At that time, Sakyamuni Buddha rose from his law seat, manifesting supernatural powers, laid his right hand on the heads of the innumerable bodhisattvas, and spoke thus, "I, For incalculable hundreds of thousands of myriads of kotis of nayutas of kalpas have practiced this rare law of perfect enlightenment. Now I entrust it to you. Do you wholeheartedly promulgate this law and make it increase and prosper far and wide? Do you receive and keep, read and recite and proclaim this law abroad, that all living beings universally may hear and know it? If you are able thus to act, then you will have repaid the grace of the Buddhas. Thereupon, all the bodhisattvas, having heard the Buddha give this address, were all filled with great joy, and paid him added reverence, bowing themselves, bending their heads, and with folded hands saluting the Buddha, crying with united voice, "We will do all as the world-honored one has commanded. Yea, world-honored one, have no anxiety. Yea, world-honored one, have no anxiety."